Welcome back, Canvas Cuties. If you're new here, I'm Bree, and I'm redesigning my life in real time. Self-discipline and a whole lot of honesty. So, quick recap. Week 1, I set my 4 pillars. Basically, those are the things that I'm going to work on over the next 6 months. 1 was art exploration. 2 was a creative income. 3 was my life redesign. And then 4, wellness. Currently, as of today, we pretty much wrapping up week 2. I think it went really well. So for art exploration, I started reading The Artist's Way. If you have never heard of it, it's a book that's supposed to help you find your higher creativity. It's broken down into 12 weeks. Each week is a chapter. And of course, I did chapter 1. At the end of the chapters, they have different activities and homework for you to work on. And let's just say, I feel like Miss Julia Cameron might be on to something. So I think that was perfect choice, especially considering I'm just getting started. Oh, and then for wellness, last week I went walking pretty much every day. I journaled and I meal prepped. I've been doing that thing. Next things next. Let's go a little bit more into my experience with The Artist's Way. So I feel like it really did surprise me because it's not just about art. It told me to walk. I'm supposed to do artist days, take time for myself. I had to rethink a couple things. It had some prompts. What were they? List 3 old creative champions. Another one was list 3 old enemies of my creative self-worth. I didn't want to think about that. So it had me diving into some spaces that were a little bit uncomfortable. But that was good. I feel like it was a nice start. What else? So that was some of the homework, the prompts. Oh, morning pages. So, as far as morning pages, I feel like it definitely helped with my clarity. I'm an overthinker. I be having a lot going on in my head, and I just be thinking, it's too much. Why didn't I just write them down? Why didn't I just start journaling sooner? Then I can get the thoughts out of my head, and then I don't have to overthink. I feel like it helps me with processing. Let me slow down. So, morning pages, clutter, I don't know. Basically, I feel like it helped me. I think I already said it. It helps me to get my thoughts out, and then it's making space for my new ideas. The other portion, my first artist date, we're going to get a little intimate. Let me stop playing. But seriously, I wrote a letter to my 17-year-old self. I think she will be proud. But now that I told you I wrote a letter to my 17-year-old self, I guess that means I have to actually read the letter. Y'all want to hear it? Say yeah. Okay, I heard you. Somebody said yeah. So, let's get into it. Dear 17-year-old Bree, I wish I could have told you this sooner. You're wildly talented, but your inner voice is way too critical. Don't worry about how you'll be perceived. It only clips your wings. You're never meant to shrink to fit anyone's version of success, anyone's timeline, or that nagging feeling that if you're not always achieving, you're wasting time. You were meant to make. Even though you forgot for a while, it doesn't lose you. You're still here, bright, curious, and a little crazy, but you're full of magic. I'm not here with all the answers, but I'm showing up. I'm creating again, and this time I'm letting people watch while I figure it out. Not for grades, not for applause, just because I need it. Believe it or not, paint still smells like possibility. Sure, the long hours now come with back twinges and wrists that pop like bubble wrap. But my mind is clearer than ever. Making art today feels like catching up with an old friend. The conversation picks up right where we left off. I love you so much. Future Bree. How sweet. Look at me getting all mushy and ooey gooey. But that's pretty much it for week 1. So, of course, I'm curious. If you're reading The Artist's Way too, tell me how it's going. Tell me what chapter you're on in the comments. Let me know. Maybe we can have a little conversation. But don't forget, if you like this type of content, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video. See you soon, Canvas Cuties. Bye.